Hello, Internet. This is going to be a game room tour for the end of 2024. I'm just doing a little bit of a pan around right now to show everyone what I have in the room, and then we'll get into the specifics of everything. Normally, I have that big chair sitting in the middle right here, but for simplicity's sake, plus I kept kicking it when I tried to record this before, I moved it. So yeah, this is the game room as of December 2024. It is a far cry from what it was when I first moved into this apartment 2.5 years ago. However, I've made progress on getting back to what it was. I've had some setbacks in life. So we're going to go through everything and just kind of talk through what I have here. And yeah, we'll just have some fun. Normally, I do this part last with the consoles over here, so I think I'll do this part first. We'll start at the top here. This is the first NES I got, Super Nintendo. This started my console collecting goals, I guess. I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for $50. It barely functions, because I believe the connectors are just dirty as hell. But it came with that and Super Mario World. That was the start of everything. We have a Genesis Model 2 and a 32X. I used to have the CD that goes with it, the Sega CD. However, I just never used it, and it just kind of sat there, so I got rid of it. We have an Atari 5200. I've spoken at length about how much I love this thing, so you can find all the videos talking about that. Another console I love dearly is the Atari Jaguar. Love this thing. We have a Sega Saturn that, I believe this opens it up. Yeah. Is modded to run off of an SD card. And actually, if I'm correct, the disc reader is down there in that baggie. So this just uses a mod that allows it to run games off of an SD card that plugs right into the optical drive. Saves me money and time. We have a bunch of PS2s here. We have the fat one that's modded that has a hard drive in it. We have a white one. We have a black one that I've actually had since I was a kid, so over 20 years now. And we have a silver one that I got recently from my brother. We have some GameCubes. Now, the top one is a bit of a mess because it's modded to run off of a Raspberry Pi Pico. So these wires go to the motherboard, and it runs games off of an SD card that's plugged into a memory card. So I have that, and then I have just a normal GameCube just in case this one breaks. Wii's, I have a couple Wii's. We have the red one, the white one, and the Wii Mini. Nothing really insane there. We have an Atari 7800, another fun little system. We have my PS1. Over here we have an NES clone and an original NES that's been butchered. Story with that is I bought the NES and it stopped working within like a day, and I opened it up and found that it was just kind of in complete shambles. So instead of replacing it, I just got a little Retron console that does the exact same thing. Eventually I'll get a working one, but for now it's not that big of a deal. This is an Atari 2600 Junior. We have an N64. And we have an original Xbox. And then right there will go a new console. Probably a Dreamcast if I ever get one. So let's move over to here. We have a Williams Defender. I believe this is a pinball marquee. It's sort of fallen off of its hinges right now, but I picked it up and thought it was cool. We have Handhelds, so I'll just go through everything up here. We have a PSP Go complete in box. We have Game Boy Advance SP, the backlit one. This was my sister's growing up. We have a DS, and this was mine growing up. We have a modded Game Boy Advance that has a backlit screen and like custom shell. Game Boy Light. A Game Gear, which I actually paid $20 for. I forget how to turn this thing on. Is it this one? No, that's volume. I'm trying to see if I can show you because it has a little crack in the screen right there. So they sold it for $20 and it works just fine. And then we have a Vita. We also have some pop vinyls, Funko Pops, I'm sorry. Just spewing about, a little bobblehead. And some in here is just some games, some Pokemon games, some Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color games. Game Boy games. Here's some odds and ends, but I wanted to highlight the Fallout collectibles. We have the Fallout 3 lunchbox, the Fallout New Vegas Collector's Edition, and the Pip-Boy. That's a real functioning Pip-Boy. And I plan on turning this little bottom area into a Fallout shrine, because I love the Fallout games. Some odds and ends. That's not a copy of Silent Hill 3. It just says the box, but inside is a copy of Polaris Snowcross. Not sure how that got in there. And just some extra Game Gear games. Over here, nothing special. A little Minecraft thing up there for Lego, which I need to repair because it popped. This just has a bunch of trading cards in it. Once in a blue moon, I'll buy some trading cards, and I don't really know what to do with them. So they just kind of sit there. A PS4 game, some Xbox games, and some extra cases down there. These binders have the games I had growing up. One day I'm going to go through them on camera. And then we have a little Fallout 3 advertisement. Over here we have sort of the retro corner. This is a Sony Trinitron TV. Here is the model number. In case anyone is curious, that's an S, not a 5. Right, plugged into it is a Super Nintendo that's playing Mortal Kombat 3 right now. I love this TV. I think it looks tremendous. I actually got it really cheap. I paid $20 for it. Dude was selling it on Facebook Marketplace, and I contacted him. He was using it as a monitor for like a retro computing setup. And yeah, ended up paying $20 for it. Love it. It looks fantastic. Behind it, we have an Oathkeeper Keyblade that I picked up at a convention a few months ago. It's made out of foam, but I always wanted like an actual Keyblade replica because I love the Kingdom Hearts series, and Oathkeeper is one of my favorites, so I picked it up. Moving on, we have some collector's editions. This is the trackball controller for the Atari 5200, where it works, which I love. Last of Us Part 2 Collector's Edition for PS4. And then all the controllers, which are organized according to, like, here's Atari. You know, it's got all the Atari controllers. NES and Super Nintendo. Yada, yada, yada. These bins are great. They're like $9 at Target. And then I just put some labels on them. This, my voice cracked. This is a Philips CDI. I got that off of Facebook Marketplace for $100. Not really sure if it works. I haven't really had the opportunity to test it that much. But I saw it and I was like, okay, when am I ever going to see a Philips CDI again? So I bought it. This was like 3 years ago. Box for the PS1 Mini. These are all my strategy guides and such. And on top we have more boxes. A New Japan shirt for wrestling that I really need to rehang. And so let's go through here. We have the Pokemon Switch box, PS5 box, original Switch box, manual for Ocarina of Time, Life is Strange 2 Collector's Edition, little Mario light. That's really burnt out. The Ellie statue from the Last of Us 2 Collector's Edition. Oh, and I almost forgot. New California Republic flag hanging over the window, because why not? We have a bunch of game guides. You could see, Far Cry 4, a lot of Fallout ones, more Fallout ones, bunch of just randoms. And then I have the Fallout role-playing game down there. And then I have the Among Us Collector's Edition, because I don't really know. I just have it. It's fun. I did a whole video on it, I think. Then we get over to where the games are. I'm stepping back so that y'all could see this properly. I'll try to go through as much of this as I can. Let's start at the top corner here. This is my Jaguar collection. I just did a video on this, so if you want to see that, go click on the video. It's like one video back. I love the Jaguar. 32X collection. We have Shadow Squadron, Tough Man Contest, 36 Holes of Golf, Doom, NBA Jam, and I'm going to knock this over, hopefully not, and Cosmic Carnage. And some boxes. I'm going to knock it over. Stay. Okay. This is a Japanese copy, or Korean copy. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really sure. But I wanted to get it for my little Fallout shrine. This is Fallout 76. So this will actually go right over here. Stay. We have a Mega EverDrive. This is a SD card solution for Genesis. It has Genesis 32X and Sega CD games. Giant Rubik's Cube. A fake copy of Earthbound that I found at a store at one time. Game Genie. This is actually a fun little thing. So I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and originally I had the complete 8 film collection that I paid $30 for, and then I walked into the store one day and found this. The entire 4K film collection for $14. So I bought it. Fallout 76 poster, because I have the Fallout 76 Collector's Edition with the Power Armor helmet that's in the closet over there. DVDs. I'm not a big DVD guy. I'm sorry, Blu-ray guy, but I just got some Blu-rays and DVDs that, figured I'd like. PSP, even though I don't have a PSP. Wii. And then some GameCube games that my brother gave me. Super Monkey Ball is a great game. I highly recommend it. DS, Game Boy games, don't really have a lot. These are the Atari 7800 cartridges that I have. And then we have these are 2 N64 games that just don't play. I shouldn't say that. Doom 64 doesn't play. No Mercy does play, but it's very busted. But it was the first N64 game I bought, so I kept it. We have a bunch of Atari 5200 games. I have about half the collection of 5200 games. Very happy with that. Some of them are labeled, some of them are not. More down here. We have the NES games, and I'll just go through these. Let me squat down so I can see. We have Contra, Mega Man 2, Battletoads, Simon's Quest, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Metal Gear, Metroid, and Mario, Duck Hunt, and what is that, Super Track Meet? Whatever, I can't read it off the top of my head. Yeah, so we have all those. That's the bulk of that's my NES collection right now. We have PS1 games. We have Clock Tower, the most expensive game I own. Tomb Raider, Rayman, Crash Bandicoot 2, Simpsons Wrestling, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy Origins, what does it say? Norse by Northwest, and Twisted Metal. Then we have Super Nintendo games. We have Super Mario Kart, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Star Wars, Primal Rage, Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, Super Mario World, and behind is Mortal Kombat 3 that's playing. And then we have some Genesis games. We have Aladdin, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, Sonic Spinball, NBA Jam, and Sonic 2. Here we have Xbox games, original Xbox, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Lord of the Rings, Destroy All Humans, Project Gotham Racing, Halo, Dead or Alive 3, WrestleMania 21, Fable, Flat Out, and Turok Evolution. And then we have my small N64 collection. We have Ocarina of Time, Pro Skater 1 and 2, Duke Nukem 64, and Pokemon Stadium. Then we get to disc games. So we have my 360 collection right here. It's not big, but it has a lot of, fun games. The Gears of War, Alan Wake, Fable, another Fallout game that needs to move. We have PS3. So my original plan with collecting my PS3 games was to do all of the greatest hits. And I swiftly realized that once you collect those, my game store just doesn't have a lot of the greatest hits. So I moved on to just getting normal PS3 games. But I'll do a slow pan across so you can see them. Cool. And then down here is PS2. Hang on this so you guys could see them. More PS2 over there. And then down here is just a spattering of Atari 2600 games, some ColecoVision games that I just have extra, or they're only 25 cents at stores, so I just pick them up whenever I see them. I think the most expensive one I own is Spider-Man right there. So yeah, that's this shelf. Now we're going to go on to this is kind of faded out. This is sort of the modern console area. This is a 55-inch Samsung 4K TV. Looks beautiful. And it's hooked up to my PS5. We have the NES Mini and PS1 Mini. We also have the Pokemon Switch, a Destiny PS4, a PS3, 2 Xbox 360s, and an Oculus Rift 2, and a Minecraft Bee. You can't play the Minecraft Bee. So this is where all the modern gaming is done. Normally, like I said, my big chair with Snorlax in it is sitting right here. But I just moved it just so I could walk around freely and not kick things. In that corner over there, we have my Rubik's Cubes. I don't think you could see them. There they are. That's a bathroom. That's a closet. And that's my filming stuff over there. That's all the power cords and stuff. So yeah, this is the game room as of 2024, the end of 2024. I'm very thankful to have everything that I have. I'm very lucky to have everything that I have. And even though it's a far cry from its former glory, I'm still really proud of it. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, just thank you for all the support recently. And look forward to more videos coming out soon. Thank you.